Expressing your emotions through art journaling can be a great source of self-expression, healing, and comfort. Art journaling your emotions, whether happy, sad, mad, aggravated, pretty much you name it, can be a great source of comfort. I gathered a few supplies that I like to use in my art journal, but you certainly don't have to have all of these to start expressing yourself in your art journal. It can be as simple as having a pen and a pencil on hand to get started. I like working in an art journal where I can remove the pages, so it's easy to create and then put them right back in. I've added gesso to both pages, just so that the paper doesn't grab all of the text and paint right away. It's always helpful before you begin just to take a deep breath in and an extended breath out. Just loosen up your shoulders and just start writing things that are coming to mind. If I'm in a mood and I'm not exactly sure what's causing it or why I'm sad or mad or angry, the best thing to do is just start writing words. And once you've gotten the bulk of your feelings out on your page, now it's time to start layering with paint. Use stencils, use painting tools, whatever you need to help you create and express some of the feelings that you're feeling. And I'm just going to start layering color. Nothing exact or precise. Just put that color on the page. We're going to go right over those words. And as you're doing this part, don't focus on what the finished page is going to look at. Just allow your hand to move with your brush to apply that paint. And just watch it happen. While it's still wet, I'm going to spritz it with a little water. Just to have that paint move. I'm going to use a little sponge tool, and I'm just going to start adding these little marks. I wrote that I felt sometimes I'm on a hamster wheel, and so of course circles came to mind, and I'm just going to go with that. And then allow it to dry. So now that the paint has completely dried, I want to reiterate that writing down and expressing your feelings, write it on the page, words, poem, fill the page up if necessary, and then paint over it. You've allowed those feelings and emotions to come out onto the paper. Again, I can still see my words, but getting them out can be a great way to self-understand and heal. Now let's start adding to this page. I like to call this, let's flip the script. So I wrote down words like frustrated and sad, and I miss my family. So now I'm going to change it and do almost like a gratitude page and put things that I'm grateful for. And I just printed these off my computer. So now I'm going to add these to my page. And as you're adding these, again, let these words fade. Start focusing on what you're grateful for and the words that you're adding to your page now. Dry. So now as we continue to add layers, I want you to focus on words that come to mind when you think of these things that you're grateful for. And again, forget about the things that you expressed and put into the background. I'm going to use a stencil to layer on a design, lighten up parts of this page. And I've also picked colors that are a little bit more in line with how I want to be feeling. Cheery, bright, fun. And let's use a smaller sponge to create circles. But this time, instead of thinking of that hamster wheel or a roller coaster, think about polka dots and how fun those can be. And as we continue to add those brighter, lighter, more fun colors onto our page, let those feelings start to come where you flipped the script from how you were feeling what we put in the background to how you're feeling now, and again focusing on the things that you've written that you're grateful for. And again, we'll continue to add and layer colors. Don't be afraid to use your fingers. I'm simply going to take a white marker and just outline very haphazardly and loosely around these words. You could also use paint. Loosely doodle on my circles. Again, just to give it some lightness and some brightness and some fun. And there we have it. A page that started out with self-expression, words, some sadness, flipping that script, focusing on things that you're grateful for, and just allowing yourself to play with paint. Art journaling is a great way to express your feelings and emotions.